Championship, a junior world championship. He's had a lot of championships, and he's searching for that world senior level championship.
Yazdani in the blue. NAIFONOV of the Russian Wrestling Federation in the red. Ear to ear, forehead to forehead. Yazdani with early mat control. He has claimed the center.
He has, and you heard the official saying zone red. It's the job of the wrestler who's in the zone to work their way back to the center. And that step-out rule really makes a big difference when you're on that edge to get pushed out in those situations. That step-out point can be a great equalizer as well. First attention on NAIFONOV there. Again, it's not a lack of action, it's a lack of scoring. Neither wrestler is scoring, so it becomes who is holding center the best, and they believe that Yazdani is holding center the best at this situation.
Yazdani close to getting the point. It looked like he should get one, and he will. The foot of NAIFONOV out of bounds, and a 1-0 lead for Iran.
Yazdani does a great job of staying in good position. Usually a little bit more active at this point in his attacks. Yazdani seems to be not willing to take a shot underneath of NAIFONOV, and you know his hips are pretty powerful. I don't know if I'd want to shoot under him either.
Yeah, he's had him off balanced a couple of times, but on both occasions has not decided to shoot.
He's in that seatbelt position that the Iranian wrestlers are so good at. He's going to push. Now, they said he was not grounded, and what that means is NAIFONOV, we have a white paddle and a white paddle, so they said that NAIFONOV was grounded, which means he was on his knees when he went out of bounds, so no points on the board, 1-0 still for Yazdani. Like we talked earlier, 2 of the 3 officials have to believe it's what the points are. So it doesn't always matter what the center referee calls if the 2 outside officials, the mat judge and the mat chairman, believe something different.
There's a shot, kind of a weak shot. Yazdani tried to counter, but again, NAIFONOV able to turn and face. 45 seconds to go, opening period. Yeah, you'll see those white paddles come up from the judge and the mat chairman, who sit opposite one another, face one another, as they look up onto the stage platform. Yazdani drops to a leg, and then he drops NAIFONOV down for 2 and a 3-0 lead.
And NAIFONOV had a nice kind of whizzer hook position, and right here, he gets that heel right next to the glute of NAIFONOV. He locks it up, and boy, that must be tight on the lower body and the hamstring. Just watching it, I cramped up.
It's the best sounding whistle if you're NAIFONOV. Underneath there. Short time wrestling, first period about to expire. Yazdani gets the late 2 and a 3-0 lead after one period of action.
And on that move, on that situation, NAIFONOV had a tight hook position, overhook position, and was trying to get behind, but Yazdani was able to just kind of limp his arm out and get to that single, and had NAIFONOV on his heels to score that 2-point takedown. It was nicely done.
He is the national hero back at home. When you look at Yazdani, the Rio Olympic gold medal winner in 2016, came up just short in Tokyo. 2-time world champion, looking for his 3rd world title. Will it be the Russian NAIFONOV who denies him a crack at number 3?
And his body has changed so much, and he started really young. Yazdani did as a 65-kilogram wrestler, then was at 70, then at 74, and now at 86. He has continued to grow into, his body, and his cousin was a 97-kilogram guy, so he's a bit of a late bloomer on his size.
Trying to go around the backside. First real scoring opportunity for NAIFONOV, who did not want to settle for the 1 as the action carries out of bounds. See how they sort this out. Edge of mat wrestling. They are going to go 2-2.
I like that call.
I do too, because there was a late 2 coming from Yazdani, but there was exposure there.
NAIFONOV was able to have control, beat the hips, knee went down, but Yazdani corner is going to be challenging. They say that he never got out of that quad pod position, and then Yazdani called the challenge off. He goes, no, we're good. It's 5-2 because I'm in now.
Well, you see some of the offense from NAIFONOV. He just can't quite get in there. And then he opens up the possibility for the counter, which we've seen Yazdani hit twice on him.
Right, and they gave 1 point on the step out there. Almost could have been a caution in one there because NAIFONOV was fleeing the mat. But Yazdani was never able to control both feet, was never able to control the hips. So they gave 1 on the step out. Great call. Yeah,
NAIFONOV goes in for that high crotch. It disappears. Yazdani then in a position to get that point on the step out. 6-2. Iran with the lead. Inside 2 minutes to go in this second period. Big snap down from NAIFONOV. Not even budging the Olympic champion.
Yazdani Tiradi, again, like you said, controlling that center of the mat. And blocked so well with his hands and head.
Referee close to giving a caution and 1 there.
Yeah, he called it, got white paddled by the outside. They just made him do an attention. They do the finger wag. They tell him, you can't do that again. He says, okay. Oh, but they did they did it. They had I guess the mat chairman confirmed the caution and 1 for grabbing of the singlet.
Yeah, we cannot see the mat chairman with our naked eye from our vantage point. So what we're seeing is the judge there. That's where you saw the white paddle come from.
Just over a minute to go here. 6-2 Yazdani Tiradi. And he's another one when he gets a lead. And we've seen it happen a couple of times, but he's really difficult to score on when he's up 4 points.
Well, Brian, now they have taken away the caution, so what we originally thought. So a 6-2 lead for Yazdani. Closing minute here in the semifinal at 86 kilos. Just a lot of pressure over time. Might not look like a lot, but when you have that strength and that head buried, it takes a toll on your opponent, in this case, NAIFONOV.
Makes it hard to breathe, and he's got that constant forward pressure, keeping that head blocked in between his elbows and his chest, so NAIFONOV couldn't work his head to the outside.
NAIFONOV expending a lot of energy trying to crack the armor of Yazdani, and he just can't do it.
And you very rarely, if ever, are going to see Yazdani Tiradi getting taken down with a single shot. It's going to have to be a second or third shot in order to score the points, and right there you saw NAIFONOV dive in twice, and to no avail.
The countdown from Iran, and they're faithful. 2 more for good measure. And it's going to be another showdown with Yazdani and Taylor for world supremacy at 86.
They were on opposite ends of the bracket. People were hoping for this matchup to come back. You know, that's a day 3 type of matchup with Taylor and Yazdani Tiradi.